Have you ever pondered how war impacts the global ports and longshoremen who keep our supply chains moving? At the epicenter of the conflict, Ukrainian longshoremen are grappling with extraordinary challenges. Not only are their lives at risk, but their livelihoods have been thrown into disarray as ports transform into strategic targets. Operations have come to a standstill in conflict zones, turning bustling ports into ghost towns. But this isn't just a local issue. The ripples of these disruptions are felt across the globe. Ukraine's ports are a linchpin in the world's grain exports, serving as a critical conduit for the flow of food supplies. When these ports stutter and stall, it's not just local communities that suffer, but the entire global food chain. Imagine the domino effect. A farmer in Ukraine can no longer export his wheat. A bakery in France runs short on flour. A family in Canada can't buy their favorite bread. It's a sobering illustration of how interconnected we are, and how a war in one corner of the world can reverberate through our global village. And it's not just about food. Ports are the arteries of global trade, pumping goods from one country to another. When these arteries are blocked or constricted due to conflict, it sends shockwaves through the global economy. Shipping routes have to be reconfigured, with companies steering clear of the Black Sea region. This leads to longer transit times, increased costs, and a whole host of knock-on effects that ripple through every sector of the economy. Companies with exposure to Russia and Ukraine, such as Global Ports Investments PLC, have seen their stock prices tumble due to sanctions and reduced operations in the conflict zones. Even though some companies have reported strong financial results for 2021, the complexity of the war's economic impact is hard to understate. The war has not only disrupted lives, but also the lifelines of global trade. As we delve deeper into this topic, let's remember the human cost of these disruptions. The longshoremen who brave the front lines, the communities that rely on these ports, and the global citizens who feel the ripple effects of this conflict. Their resilience and fortitude amidst adversity are a testament to the human spirit, reminding us that in the face of war, our shared humanity is our greatest strength. The war has set off a domino effect, reshaping global shipping routes and economies. Shipping companies are now circumventing the Black Sea region, resulting in stretched transit times and soaring costs. This shift is not a minor detour, but a significant rerouting that's shaking the foundations of global trade. Now, container and port equities, initially resilient, are grappling with medium to long-term uncertainties. The repercussions are intricate and multifaceted, with supply chain bottlenecks, inflation, and fluctuating consumer demand adding to the complexity. However, amidst this turmoil, there's a silver lining. Some ports are experiencing a reduction in congestion, a small respite in the face of widespread disruptions. As the waves of conflict crash against the shores of Ukraine, the ripples are felt across the globe. The global shipping landscape is being redrawn, with the lines of trade and transit bending under the weight of war. In the face of conflict, the global shipping landscape is being redrawn. As we gaze into the horizon, the future of shipping amidst ongoing conflict remains uncertain. The duration of the war, the extent of sanctions, and the overall impact on the global economy are all unknown variables casting shadows of uncertainty. Yet from the crisis, both risks and opportunities emerge. Shifting supply chains, fluctuating demand, and geopolitical tensions all contribute to the complexities of the global shipping market in this new landscape. The future may be uncertain, but the maritime community remains resilient. In these turbulent times, solidarity and support are our greatest anchors as we sail through the stormy seas of this conflict. Let's remember the resilience of our longshoremen and port operators. Let's lend a hand to those who keep our global maritime operations afloat. Donate to humanitarian efforts, spread the word, amplify their voices. Every action, no matter how small, makes a difference. Together we can navigate these stormy seas and make a positive impact.